I've noticed on your show too, I've seen there's been a theme.
Yeah.
Like Monique was down, Kev looked out. Amanda was down, Kev looked out. I had dinner last night with a gentleman. He was like, yo, Kev took care of me, not took care of me, but gave me a job when nobody else was giving me a job.
Right.
And I was like, that's 3 people. When my divorce happened, Kev reached out and he goes, you know, you need if you need any legal advice, need help financially, because I know this stuff can get expensive. He goes, call me. And I'm like, I'm a grown man. I ain't gonna go to some other grown man for help. I'll work it out. But then, and then we shipped me with the 44,000. I did call him back.
Yeah, call him back. Hey, Kev.
You got a
the offer still good?
You got a Jumanji residual check hanging around or something? Nah. But he called for help. And Kev's just solid, man. So that when people, the hate come towards him, I think it's just because he's like, quote unquote, top of the food chain.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's funny too, because like when you had Katt on, I was like, Katt's very generous too to people. Katt did one of the coolest things anybody ever did for me in my career. Just in the moment, we were in Austin, Texas together, and I've told this story on other platforms and stuff, but it was right when he popped, like 2006 around then, right? And I just remember we had a show like 6 months prior at a college, and we was like in a ballroom, and like 100 kids showed up. I get a contract. We're at the Frank Irwin Center in Austin, Texas, and that's the basketball arena.
Right.
And I was like, why they have me and Katt at the basketball arena? I think we're more of a theater thing, right? Man, I showed up. There were so many goddamn people, and I go, oh, because I remember saw Katt go, when this happened?
Right.
It's only been 6 months, and then the show's over, right? We go back. The promoter got us 2 different limos, and my limo's in front of Katt's, and Katt's limo's behind me. I get back to the hotel for Katt. And I'm trying to go out for a little bit. So I'm trying to tell the limo driver, I was like, hey, look, I need a limo for a couple more hours. Can I get it? He goes, yeah, it's $300. Try to give him cash. He wouldn't take it. He goes, I need a credit card. I said, it's cash, just take it. He goes, company policy, man. Now keep in mind, I'm married. I don't want this charge on the credit card. Yeah. So I'm like, I can't put this on my credit card. And then I got to answer for going out. So Katt pulls up. As I'm having this discussion with my driver, Katt pulls up and just walks up and he goes, hey, what's going on, Gary? I was like, nothing. I said, the driver wants $300. He won't take cash. I go, he wants a credit card. And I'm telling Katt, I don't want this thing on my credit card. My wife will see it. I got to discuss this stuff, right? Katt goes, hold on. Takes my driver around the back of his limo, right? I don't know what they talked about. I don't know how much money Katt gave that dude, but this was the whole conversation we came back. He goes, he's yours for the evening, Gary. Enjoy your night. Oh, yes. They do accept cash, and walked away. I don't know how much Katt gave that driver. When I say he pulled in the club, I got out. I was on the dance floor. that driver, I was like, yo. Then he takes me back. I get up the next morning. He's still standing there. Wait, Mom. I said, how much money did Katt give this dude? He goes, yeah, Mr. Williams said take you to the airport. I was like, wow. To this day, I don't know how much money Katt gave that dude.
I'm looking at the cast. Gabrielle Union, Chris Brown was also in the cast. Megan Good, Taraji. Man, you had an outstanding cast. What was it like working with all those personalities and then everybody blowing up?
Jared Ferrer said it best. When we went to the table read and everybody was there before we knew what it was, Kev had all the funny shit, right? And Jerry said it best. He goes, it was set up for Kevin to hit a home run. We just didn't know how far he was going to hit it.
Right.
That still going. That ball's still going. That was some Bugs Bunny type shit. But everybody was very like inclusive. Like it's like, yo, I think this would be funny. Try it. Do it. There was no egos. There wasn't like somebody was stealing their shine, everything. It was the most like, I mean, you just look forward to going to work.
Right.
Everybody was cool. And then of course your boy's like, hey man, what's Gab like? What she look like up close? What Megan like up close? It's weird when you work with them, you don't look at them like that. At them like that. I be looking at them like, why is everybody tripping? Like, I mean, she cool, but you looking at them like a cousin. Right. You know what I mean? To this day, I feel like, why are people like tripping over Megan? Right. That's just Megan. Right. Everybody was cool, especially us guys, man, because we know it was very separate. We didn't see the girls a lot. So, especially on the second one. But we'd see them every now and then, but it was more the 6 guys working together all the time. Like, man, this is just solid.
Obviously, you mentioned earlier Katt. Katt was on here, and I guess we still trying to recover.
Recover? What are you talking about? I'm looking at your watch, looking at your teeth. Your glasses, your haircut.
Yeah, thank you, Katt.
Everybody got a raise. I think your barber got a raise.
Well, that's what Katt told me. Katt said, when you win an award, you win awards, I get a prize.
What'd you get him?
Huh?
What'd you get him?
Now I'm gonna let him tell you. No, I haven't gotten him anything. He doesn't want anything. When you hear,
really?
Did you know that this was like kind of behind the scenes, that comedians? I had no idea. People telling me they mad at me for what Katt said on my platform. I'm like, guys, do you think I know what goes on in the comedic world? Yeah. I didn't know that there were beefs. Like, did you know?
There's always beefs. There's always beefs.
Did you know it was like to this extent?
Here's the thing. Katt is so damn smart, and his delivery is so good. It's very engaging.
You know how to tell a story, Dan.
Man, he's a great storyteller. Yeah, he's a great narrator.
Yeah.
But yeah, we all know those beefs. That's green room talk.
Right.
You know, he just aired it publicly, and because we all know who ain't funny. We all know who's a hack.
Right.
Where there's rumors, people steal jokes.
Right.
I don't ever go the route like somebody just stole a joke, because I'm always like, we think alike, man.
Right.
We think alike a lot.
Right.
You know, and then sometimes you don't even realize it. Like, I've seen people like start to act like people, their mannerisms, their delivery and stuff like that. So, I mean, sometimes people do steal. I ain't gonna say it doesn't happen, but I'm not just gonna out and out accuse you.
But, okay, so that's so, because the thing was that I had said on, and I asked him, I said, Katt once accused you of stealing a joke. And he said, well, the timeline doesn't add up. Well, I didn't even have to bring it up, because when Katt came on, Katt brought it up. And he said, how the timeline doesn't add up. He said, the only difference is that you took my car and turned it into a spaceship.
Yeah.
So I think he was upset, and he says, well, I gave you a grace. I gave you a pass. You said you were sorry, blah, blah, blah. And then to come out here and say that didn't happen. But you're saying that if somebody stole your joke, you ain't gonna front him. You ain't gonna put it out there on Front Street.
I'm a little more passive aggressive, unless it's my dad or stepdad. Right? I'm a little more passive. I don't. There's some instances where they just took it, and
right.
The only time I know somebody took my shit was there was a show on Showtime called Chocolate Sundays, and they did this whole bit of how a white guy can get away with saying the N-word, and what he does, he'd be like, Shannon, and there'll be a black guy right next to him, and he'll say the N-word for him, right?
Yes.
I saw that sketch and I go, wait a minute, that's my joke. I closed with that on my special in 2011 called True Story. How that joke came about was I was at the Improv on a Monday night. D. Ray Davis was there. He's got it on his little handheld camera. He sent it to me. I'm talking like 2007 this happened when the joke came about. I got a heckler. We were going back and forth. I said, well, why don't you come on stage? Because the heckler was like, well, you got the mic. You always going to win. I said like this. I said, man, if I was black, I would call you the N-word right now, but I'm not allowed. And then the crowd's laughing, right? And the crowd, say it. I said, I ain't gonna say it. And I was like, D-Ray, can you say it for me? D-Ray comes on stage. I start going in the dude, and D-Ray starts saying the word for me.
Right.
That's where the joke came about.
Right.
So now I'm watching this show, Chocolate Sundays, and I'm seeing they got these two black dudes and a white dude, and they're basically turned my joke into a sketch.
Right.
And I called the EP, and I was like, I was like, Poogie works with Kevin. I said, Poogie, I go, what a name, right? Poogie? I said, Poogie, who wrote the joke? So I can know where to direct your anger at. He said, yeah, I don't know, we got a think tank, and comedians just get in a room and we start throwing ideas around. I said, well, find out who came up with that premise. I said, that's my bid. It's on Showtime. It's on right now.
Right.
And nobody could give me an answer. So somebody got in that think tank and was like, hey, you know what a good idea is?
Right.
But we got everything on video.
Right.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because we like to do something before two something.